Hello friends, Sat Sri Akal. In this video, we will be visiting the wonderful Pangong Lake, the blue beauty of Ladakh. But before that, I request you to subscribe to my channel, Grandpa on Wheels, for more travel related videos. We started from Hundair in the Nubra Valley at about 9 am after having breakfast and travelled through the very tough Agam Shok road along the Shok river. After joining the main Pangong road from Leh, we reached the Harong marshlands or wetlands along the road, which presented a very different type of topography. At about 1 pm, we were at the point from where we can have the first view of the Pangong Lake. Though the view from this place through the hills is very limited because of the charm of the famous lake in the mines, make this small view very precious. After travelling a few more kilometers from this along the beautiful lake, though with a few stops in between, we reached Spangmik at about 1:30 pm. The homestay we got was a very small with only 4 rooms, and we got one of them with 4 beds. After keeping our bags in the room and having lunch at a small restaurant by the side of the lake, we went ahead along the lake. This lake is 135 km long, though only about 45 km of it is in India, while the remaining part is in China. The beauty of the lake is so mesmerizing that one can keep looking at it for as much as time as one likes. And once you sit watching its beauty, it becomes very difficult to get up from there. We kept driving on the dirt road along the lake and enjoying the beauty of the place. The small hills on the other side of the lake, though not much high, but look very attractive in a great combination of their vegetation-free brown with the deep blue waters of the lake. We stopped at many places on the way to enjoy the beauty of the lake. Finally, we turned back after crossing Man at about 14 kilometers from Spangmik. The water of the lake is salty in taste and quite good in taste, especially if mixed in vodka. The water is very clear, and at shallow places, the brown bottom of the lake is visible. At some places where the level of water is very shallow, the multicolored small pebbles lying at its bottom look very beautiful. An interesting feature of this lake is that it has no animal life. The return journey from Man towards Spangmik was also very pleasant, with the blue water of the lake changing its shades to dark or light from place to place. At places where the water had crossed the main boundary of the lake and had formed separate small creeks and were without the effect of the tides, they presented very good reflections of the hills on the other side and the clouds above. Before the sun had set, we reached a point about 3 kilometers out of Spangmik, where the lake was wider in width, and stopped at that place to enjoy the sunset at that place. Though the setting sun was not expected to give reflection in the lake, as it was to set on the other side of the mountains. But still, the changing colors of the water to darker shades of blue, along with the fading light, and also the hills on the other side becoming blackish, looked amazing. Many people, especially some photographers, had assembled at that place to see the sight. It was quite dark when we started from that place and reached our homestay in Pangong. Next morning, I got up early, though my other companions were still in their beds, and I went a couple of kilometers along the lake to find a perfect view of the rising sun and its beautiful reflection in the lake, which seemed to be quite calm in comparison to what it was the previous evening. After having breakfast, we went to the place where the last scenes of the famous Hindi movie Three Idiots were shot. The place, with cream-colored hills in the backdrop and a narrow strip of land going into the lake, looks very beautiful, but the commercialization of the spot with themes of the movie act as eyesores. From there, we started our return journey towards Leh and reached Changla at about 1:30 p.m. The 17,688 feet high pass with snow-laden mountains around it is really a storehouse of beauty. The ranges visible at a distance from this place also look very beautiful. From here, Leh was only about 75 kilometers, which we covered in about 2 hours.